are here today to do some taste testing because we have a fun family fun day coming up. Red or green? If you will check out this video or there or somewhere, Kim will put it. And it's about how New Mexico has a state question. We are the only one.
We're the only state with a state question.
The state question, red or green. So, Laura has concocted a family fun day all about red and green chilies.
Yes.
So, Hatch sent us some samples, which is awesome. And we have made a small feast of green chili food.
Yes, because Red and Green Family Day is all about the cooking of red and green chilies. We definitely need your recipes. So after the conclusion of this video, please send us your recipes. The participants will be making a recipe book to take home. So please send them to us. Well, we've got appetizer, main, dessert. So we can go in that.
I think I want to try chilies.
You want to try the chili first?
Straight chilies
Right,
first.
let's see how these...
Okay, so we'll do green first. All of the chilies used today are from New Mexico, and they're all from Hatch, New Mexico.
So tell us about Hatch chilies and why they're so good and why they're so good for you.
So Hatch chili is, I guess, just unique because of the nutrients in the ground. I've tried a lot of green chilies and red chilies from all over the nation, but I have yet to find one and have one taste as amazing as Hatch. I take that back. The Anaheim green chili from Anaheim is the second best one. So California, y'all got second best, and then Colorado green chili is not even on the scale. Laura's like, I'm just gonna go all in.
Well, I'm kind of wondering, like, what are we expecting here?
Okay,
like, as somebody originally from California, but lived the last 18 years in Virginia, we've got a Chicagoan here. So what, as a native New Mexican, like, should you expect when you eat a Hatch chili?
Hatch chili should have a very earthy taste, but yet sweet and savory.
Okay.
And since these are mild, they're gonna have a mild, pungent kick.
They smell good.
Mm-hmm. That's the earthiness that I'm smelling. I'm just loving your faces.
I kind of feel like I just ate some salsa, like, straight out of the... yeah.
Okay, so that was the green chili. Would you like your red chili now?
So these were medium
Yes.
Hatch Valley green chilies from El Pinto.
A little bit of a kick.
There was definitely a kick to it.
So for for green chilies to get spicy, you have to grow them next to jalapenos. So this isn't chili. Like this is legit. There's no chilies, they're ground. It's gelatin. It's a gelatinous mess.
So what would you use what we're about to try for?
So this is mostly, you would put this in taco sauce.
Okay.
Or like the Aaron's dish that Aaron made, the open-faced chile rellenos, you would put it on there for seasoning.
Okay.
Or you would also just use this as a chip dipping sauce. Both of these you can use as chip dipping sauces. Okay, and so this one, just like the other one, red's gonna be probably a little bit more sweeter, maybe a little bit more hot, not as earthy. Also a little bit tomatoey, even though there should be no tomatoes in that. I taste tomatoes.
I'm definitely more of a red chili girl.
Yeah, because it's not as...
definitely milder.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, yeah, it tastes like tomatoes, even though there is no tomatoes in them.
Just the look, though. Like, I'd rather...
You would rather have the blended smoothness of a red chili than a...
That looks gross.
See, I'm indifferent. I love both of it. I could do both of those with a chip. If I was into chips, I'd go to town.
I think it just depends on what you're making.
Mm-hmm. There's chili straight.
So up first, I think we should go with an appetizer.
Okay.
I made Hatch chili deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs.
I got this recipe from the Hatch company's website. There's actually quite a few really good recipes there. So this is actually a modified version of this recipe because when I read the recipe, I didn't actually remember how to read and kind of overlooked the part where you actually needed jalapeno juice, and I don't have any of that. So what I did was I took the milder diced green chilies. And then in substitution of the jalapeno juice, I used the hot diced green chili juice.
Okay.
And then I threw in some of the hot for
funsies.
For fun. I also didn't put paprika on top like your traditional deviled egg because I didn't have any. So my apologies for not having the sprinkle on top.
You're fine because I've had paprika with green chili and I don't like how those taste together.
So in these deviled eggs, you have your traditional mayonnaise, and a surprising ingredient that I was a little unsure about, but I went for it, oregano.
Ooh.
And so we'll see what happens when you've got oregano mixed with green chilies and mayonnaise and whatnot.
I love deviled eggs, so I'm excited about this, even though there's gross green chilies on it.
I guess we also should have probably got some milk because sometimes chili can still be spicy.
Cheers.
Oh my god, I love the chili.
You're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're better. Okay, they're better than I thought. Let me put it that way, because it was like there's no way.
I don't taste a lot of the green chili.
I want me to add more to it for you.
It's really good. Like, it has a
Yeah.
good flavor.
The oregano actually surprisingly works
Mhm.
with it.
Yeah.
So what would happen if we put the red on top of the...
It'll just spice it up a little bit more, and it'll. So like I was saying, because you can kind of, if you're just eating the end of the egg, that's just the egg. You know how that's a bland taste.
Yeah.
The red will zhuzh it up, as you would say. It'll make it not so bland.
Okay. Should we try it with the red?
Sure. Let's try things. Let's add a little bit of green, a little bit of red.
So instead of paprika, we're drizzling with red.
Drizzled red chilies. Anchos,
Okay.
or New Mexico red is what it's also called.
What would you like?
Give me the ancho. What you got?
So I'm gonna do a little bit of the green
Definitely these were spicier
there.
than, yeah.
Okay, I like it better, like mixed in with the egg.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I love it.
I like it with the red. It gives it a little bit more fuller flavor.
It's almost like I ate like almost an egg casserole with like extra salsa on it,
Yep, still the red.
just because it's sweeter. You probably don't like earth tones or earth food then.
That could be it.
Doesn't all food come from the earth?
Well, earth flavored
Not
food.
man-made food.
Okay. Fair enough.
So what's next? The street corn or the opened face chili rellenos? So Aaron's rellenos.
That kid made.
The only thing missing in this dish is the sausage, because this is technically a breakfast dish. So this is just open-faced chilies. So you get large chilies, and you slice them in half, and you lay them down. Add cheese, more chiles, cheese, eggs, and milk. Beat the eggs and milk together. Pour it on top until it's just covered and it's bathed in this egg and milk bath. And then you bake it for about 15 to 30 minutes, and then you're good to go.
And what's different between these and traditional
Chili rellenos.
Yeah.
So chili rellenos, you would then take the whole chili, stuff it with cheese and or meat, put it in a batter, deep fry it,
Okay.
and then it's either served with either green salsa or red salsa.
You can never go wrong with eggs and cheese.
No.
Delicious. Like, really good.
I was gonna make original chili rellenos, but you can't have the batter because there's flour in it, and it doesn't taste right with cornmeal. So I was like, I'll just do open face ones then.
Maybe it's the texture of the green chili that I don't like. Kind of slimy, and
The reds are the same way.
but it's
Okay, but they didn't chop the red; they blended it.
So maybe if they blended that, I would like it better.
Don't tempt me. I'll go blend. I have a whole can of whole green chilies at home. I will blend you green chilies. Yeah, it doesn't need extra. This one doesn't need extra salsa.
Okay, but I'm doing it.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll try that too, just to see what happens.
But yeah, this is considered, how this is made is more considered a breakfast dish because of the egg. You're supposed to add sauce.
Nope, that doesn't work.
Mm-mm. Don't put the red on the, no.
Nope. I wanted that to be good.
I did too. It'd be really good with like biscuits on top.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe underneath that had everything soaked into it.
Mm-hmm.
It actually needs a little bit more of that.
So it needs more green chili?
A little bit of heat.
Okay.
But not the red.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what
Not good.
happened when you added the red. It was like,
Chile is good for you because it helps with your probiotics. It helps with antioxidants. It's good for eye health, skin health, and like one other thing.
So this one does.
so are green chilies and red chilies the same thing and green are just less ripe, or are they two separate things?
2 different breeds
Okay.
or species, however you want to consider that.
We can link to that video too.
Mm-hmm. Chile is green chile is its own thing. Red chile is its own thing. And you can grow them next to each other and get a hybrid, but they're their own thing, and it's not like it's not ripe. Almost like, you know, some tomatoes, but no, it's
It's its own separate thing.
Mm-hmm. Now some, like you can see, like I'm looking into the green chile cup over there, and I see some with some red on it. That just means that those were probably grown around jalapenos. So, ready for street corn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So my first, I mean, it's not bad, but my rating is definitely eggs, deviled eggs, and then this. Like I would choose that over this.
But I didn't season
That's
it.
just me.
But I didn't season it, and I didn't do all the extra stuff I
I know.
normally do.
But like even look wise, I probably would not like. It just looks. I don't know. The green chili to me does not look appetizing.
I kind of like I like the casserole better than the eggs, just because I'm a breakfast casserole fiend. I will eat eggs at any. But I mean, these are eggs too, so but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you can eat one of those and you're good, whereas the casserole is like you can actually eat it as a meal.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I mean, I would eat deviled eggs as a meal. Okay.
I mean,
no
I would
judgment.
too. I would do this whole corn as a.
I love corn.
So tell us what we're eating.
So this is street corn. I did not have some of the ingredients in here also because there's supposed to also be jalapenos in here. I'm not doing that to you guys. So inside this is white corn. 1 full can of white corn. If you didn't know that there is white corn, there's white corn. So 1 full can of white corn. 2 cans of gold and white mixed. Cream cheese. And about 4 to 6 cans of green chilies.
4 to 6 cans.
Yes. I love.
It's like a can of chili per can of corn.
I love green chili. And I added shredded cheese making the casserole, so I didn't get to put the shredded cheese in here. So I prefer it served hot, but you can serve it cold. It's just a street corn with green chilies in it.
So it was not this warm, obviously, when you gave it to me this morning.
Mm-hmm.
The cream cheese has
Completely melted right now. So
melted a little. It's a little sour, like a little more sour than it was, but it's not bad. It's still good.
By now, it has absorbed all the flavoring of all of it. And so you just put it in a crock pot, and you put it on low or warm. Mix it every now and then, and you're good to go. I can just fill myself one of these things up, and I will be eating on this all day.
I think it would be really good as like a topping to something, like a chicken breast, and you put it on top, or something like that. I don't know. I don't think I could sit here and eat this straight, but I'm not a dip person. I don't like eating hot dips.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would prefer it cold myself.
You could probably try it with some of your casserole and see if it'll.
Put it on top. Well, we're gonna do that. We're gonna put it on top of the casserole and see.
And I'm
As a
trying a little
garnish.
bit of the red with it because why not? Because we're doing it.
Did the red go well with it?
Well, it's certainly not the egg that we were like. I need to try it again because I didn't have a whole lot.
I mean, it goes well with the egg for me.
Yeah.
It's what the egg was missing.
Yes,
To me, it's that-
mixing the egg with the casserole is, the corn with the casserole.
Yeah, with the open faced chili relleno with the egg or with the corn.
Yeah.
It's what it was missing. Is that flavor profile.
And it gives you that texture. It takes away from what your slimy pepper. It gives it a little bit more texture.
I'll try that. That actually, it's good. It doesn't need it, but it adds just a little bit.
It's a nice afterthought.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put the red in with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could eat this. I love corn now. Like, I love corn.
I personally only make it with white corn, but I didn't know how you guys were, so I was like, I'll just do a little bit of my favorite mixed in.
I love all corn.
And then I figured since y'all aren't really used to heat like I am, I was gonna save y'all the jalapenos. So I can tell that the chilies are getting to your nose because you're starting to.
I am starting to sniffle a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the corn is good. But for me, I could just eat a couple bites and be good.
Yeah, it's just a
garnish.
Yeah.
It definitely helps the texture for me because that crunch of corn kind of
breaks up the.
Yeah.
But can you tell in the corn that the green chilies are really there? For you?
Yes and no. There's like a nice heat, a nice spice to it.
It's a nice kick.
Yeah.
It's there enough that it's just like a hi friend.
Yeah, Mom probably would be able to taste it. She'd be like, this is really hot. But for me, it's just a nice little flavor.
See, for me, I'm like, I didn't put the hot in because, again, I don't know how you guys would handle the heat. I'm like, I'm missing my jalapenos.
So now I'm thinking
Dessert?
deviled corn casserole.
Okay.
That's my order.
I like the corn and casserole together. All right, so for dessert, I sort of made up my own thing. I wanted to make a chili pepper brownie, but every recipe on the internet was ground chili peppers, so like dried.
Okay.
And I only had fresh, so I was like, well, we're gonna see what happens. So what I did was I took canola oil and I put an entire can of the chilies in it and let it simmer for an hour. So that the flavor of the chilies would be infused into the oil. And then I made the brownies as directed using the chili oil. But then I figured it kind of needed a little bit more because the flavor of the chocolate probably is going to overflavor the chilies. So I actually added the simmered chilies into the batter as well, which kind of just dissolved into the batter really nicely. So when I cooked them, cooked great. They definitely did not set up as like a traditional brownie because of the extra moisture. And so what I ended up doing was create a kind of cake pop balls out of them. And then I infused the infused chili into the vanilla icing as well. So there's we'll see what happens. I don't know.
I just want to state that I love the fact Laura went back to typical chocolate ancestry because chocolate has either always been a drink or always paired with something spicy with chile or jalapenos. So I just
they are very dense.
I love the fact that you kind of weirdly enough went back to chocolate ancestry, I guess.
Which you can learn more about next summer.
They are a nice, not my favorite texture. Also, it has that weird slimy stuff.
Yeah,
You could have told me.
I didn't. Yeah, they were less slimy this morning. Probably because they've been in a Tupperware container this morning. So here it goes.
Like I can smell both the chocolate and the chili. Or is that just because I know the chili's there and I'm smelling the chili?
No, you definitely smell it.
I definitely can't taste it though.
Mm-mm.
You get a hint of it if you have it with the frosting. Do we just try it?
Right?
That's
what I was thinking. It's good. Like a nice fudgy.
Yeah,
there's more fudge than
yeah, it's more fudge.
brownie.
And also, I mean, I was using a gluten-free
A little bit there.
brownie batter, so you're not going to have the gluten to kind of keep it together anyway. So we're
those.
working against everything.
You know what? I don't care. You made like a fudgy cake thing. My heart right now is like fat kids rule.
So yeah, let's try it with a little bit of the
Would you like some?
Yeah,
green
please.
chili on top and see what happens.
So then I have to do the red chili because I've done red chili with everything else. Because why not? Okay, that's actually really nice.
Yeah. I like it. I think because I use what definitely like the brownie, and then just make a brownie and then pour the medium green chilies on top. For sure.
That's really nice.
Don't get me wrong. I liked it by itself because like I could tell they were in there, and it gave it that because I like nuts in my brownie, so it kind of gave me that little extra crunchy thing. But the minute I added that on top of it, I was like, oh.
It definitely brings out the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I think in the future what I would have done is maybe infused it with a hotter pepper.
Mm-hmm.
I should have infused it with the hot chilies as opposed to the medium, but I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just making it up as I went, so.
I mean, that's not great, but it's not awful. But
So-
adding that little extra green, yeah.
Now having done a whole taste test, Miss Northerners in California. Yeah, anyways. What is your favorite, red or green?
Red.
Still?
Green.
Green?
Yeah.
I feel, okay, don't get me wrong. I feel like red cannot be as diverse as green chilies can.
Sure.
So that's why I love green chilies, is because it can, you just had a whole, and there's so much more recipes out there for green chilies, but it floats better. Because I don't like red sauce with eggs. Like this type of an egg as a casserole dish. Because the face you gave, that's why I didn't try. I was like, I know what it's going to taste like. It's going to be gross.
I almost expected it to taste like ketchup. You know, like when you put ketchup on eggs.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't. It just did not work at all.
I like the red.
Just because
It's
sweeter? Or just because you're used to it? Or
could be because
texture?
I'm used to it. I mean, I certainly don't like the whole.
No, she does
Chili.
not like the whole chile type of a thing. So,
I probably wouldn't even like the red. You know, it just. Yeah. But as a sauce, I'm still gonna go for red.
Okay. So I think it's
I'm in mix.
salsa wise, I would go with red, just because it's less intense. But in terms of overall flavor and again, like you said, just like so many different ways you can prepare it and eat it, I would definitely say green is my.
I'm not saying red can't be done different ways. It's just anytime I've ever had a red anything with it, red's always just sweet. It's just like, hey, how you doing? To me.
What's wrong with Claudia?
Oh my god. And green is that person who can be the chameleon and be like, hey, so I'm goth today, and if you want to be goth, we can be goth. Or, hey, I'm a princess today. You know, it's just that back and forth. Where red, I've never had, and there's probably some out there, but I've never had a red sauce or anything of red chili where it's just like...
Challenge accepted. If you have some red chili recipes, or green chili recipes, because we need both,
We need both.
send them our way.
Do you want to show them our origami peppers?
And then we have these beautiful little origami peppers, which I will eventually steal from you and put them on my New Mexico Christmas tree at Christmas.
Obviously, yeah.
Is we have a red or a green, verde or rojo. So.
Yeah, so again, at Family Day, we're going to celebrate all things red and green chilies. The participants are going to be making their red or green chili recipe book, which we would love to fill with your recipes that you send to us. And they're going to be making origami chilies, and we have some folks from the New Mexico Chili Association out of the University of New Mexico.
UNM.
Is that right?
Albuquerque.
Is that Albuquerque? Yeah. And so they're going to come down with like chili pods and all sorts of fun things to learn about different chilies. And just, it's going to be a lot of fun learning about the state vegetable of New Mexico, one of the state vegetables of New Mexico.
The other one is beans.
And also to see how you vote. Like, what is your favorite? Is it red or is it green?
Yeah, can you answer that right now? Put your answer down below.
I'm Christmas, so it's both together is what it's called as Christmas. Anyways.
Thanks for joining us. Come out to Family Fun Day.
We'll see you there.